Okay, today we are going to discuss about basic information. Okay, what we are going to cover in this data stage and quality stage 8.5, and okay, in which way we are going to cover those basic demo information. Hi, this is Suresh. I have totally 8+ years of experience in this data warehousing industry. I worked as a developer and some years I worked as a service coordinator, and right now I'm working as a project lead in one of the banking industry. Coming to this data stage, what we are going to cover and what kind of the details we are going to cover, and okay, what topics we required to get a job. Okay, those details we are going to discuss now. This tool we are going to cover here is InfoSphere data stage and quality stage version 8.5 and 8.7. The duration for this one totally it will take nearly 45 hours of time, including data warehousing fundamentals for 5 hours, data stage tool for 20 hours, quality stage for 10 hours, and project for 10 hours. First, coming to these fundamentals, what we are going to discuss. If we are already working on data warehousing, then okay, no need to skip, no need to discuss about this fundamentals. We can simply skip as well. But if completely we are new to, it means if you guys are new to this data warehouse, then we need to discuss these fundamentals. Like first we are going to start with the data warehousing fundamental, like what is data warehouse, what is the purpose of data warehouse, in what kind of businesses we are going to implement this data warehouse, what is the basic difference between operational data warehouse to the operational data stores to data warehouse systems, and mods, data warehousing life cycle. Those kind of fundamentals we are going to discuss in first unit. And next we need to know a little bit overview about data modeling as well. But even while you are working, we are not going to involve into modeler. For example, if you are applying for a position of data stage developer or quality stage developer or information analyzer, anyone, but you are not going to involve into the modeling. There is separate team will be there for doing this modeling process. But at least as a developer, you need to understand what is this modeling, what kind of modeling process you can do, okay, the data, and what kind of normalization process we can do here, what is this dimension tables, what is fact tables, and what kind of schemas we are going to implement. Those basic things also we are going to cover in second unit. In this part, no need to know very in depth because this is a completely very high level activity actually, but as a developer we also need to understand the model of that particular business. To understand the model of that particular business, we should know a minimum things. That's what we are going to discuss in this. Next, we will discuss about the ETL process, means the tool whatever we want to discuss, that is InfoSphere data stage and quality stage 8.5 or 8.7 is the ETL tool. What is this ETL? Here ETL means extraction, transformation, and loading tool. This extraction, transformation, and loading is a process to load data into warehouse. Okay, that's we are going to discuss a basic information. What is this ETL tool? What kind of other ETL tools is there in the market? And what is the process involved in this ETL tool? How we are going to load the data into that one? And apart from that basic introduction about ETL process, we are also going to discuss about the introduction to data stage 8.5 and 8.7. When we come into before this topics, all you guys also going to get data stage 8.5 or 8.7 installation into your machines. That is depend upon your machine configuration. If your machine having 8 GB RAM, and okay, if your machine is supporting either Windows XP or Windows 8 or Windows 7, those kind of operating operating systems. Then okay, if it is compatible to install this data stage 8.7, we are ready to install you 8.7. Otherwise, we'll go for 8.5 also. That is depending upon your mission compatibility. We can install any one of the versions into our mission, both server as well as client component. Then once installation is done, means that installation is okay. This we are going to discuss about this one. Introduction to that. Here we are going to discuss about the architecture of the data stage 8.5 or 8.7 that we can simply call as a information server architecture. In earlier case versions of data stage, we are going to call as a data stage architecture like that. But from data stage version 8.1 onwards, we are calling this one as a information server. That also we will discuss, right? Up to this part is completely related to basics, means a fundamental kind of thing. While discussing these fundamentals, we are going to use basic slides. Okay, for example, if I'm discussing about the data warehousing basics, I'm going to use these slides to explain you some topics, and I'm going to use some project related documents also to explain you this kind of basic fundamentals about data warehouse and data stage. And what are the materials I'm showing you in classes, we are also going to provide you guys. You can also go through that one while you're preparing or while you're okay, again reading these things also for any interview or that. These kind of slides we are going to use to explain the fundamentals. Once all the things are done and once software is installed into your machine, like this kind of components you are going to be able to see in your desktop. This is our data stage 8.5 software. These are the client components you can be able to see in your desktop. Okay, first these two belongs to administrative clients and rest of all are desktop clients. Means totally when it comes to this data stage, we have 10 client components there. In those, 2 client components are completely belongs to administrator, rest of all are belongs to developer. Means depend upon your action whatever we want to perform, what is the role you are applying. If you see mostly dice are corp to corp, there we have a openings we can find out with the data stage developer, and some openings we can find out for the quality stage developer. But right now who are having good knowledge than quality stage, okay, they are having more opportunities. Quality stage and information analyzer, those advanced topics in data stage. And apart from that one, okay, we can also see some positions about data stage administrator also. If you know very good on administration side, and if you're good at Unix scripting as well, and if you're good at connectivity, okay, for example, we want to connect from a SAP plugins to data stage, or data stage to Oracle, data stage to Siebel, like this kind of connectivity issues also, if you're able to resolve, then we can also apply for a administrator position. Different positions will be there on data stage. Okay. To get a job on any of the position, for example, if you find an administration position in your area, then you want to apply for that, then you'll be ready for that. And if you want to apply for a developer, then we need to be ready for that. If you want to apply for a quality stage developer or information analyzer developer, we'll be ready for applying that. Means to get these all the things, we are going to discuss first data stage developers, means data stage designer client component, means those which are going to useful for developing a data stage components. Then admin side also we are going to discuss, and as well as quality stage as well. First, how a data stage developer or how a data stage designer is going to be log in, and how he is going to design. Is it kind of programming we are going to write? No, it's a completely graphical tool. This we are going to write some kind of the jobs. How to do that one? Okay, let me show you one simple which is already designed. Now I'm logging into this data stage designer client component. This is simply we can call as a designer. By entering the password into my machine, already username and okay project name, which project we want to log in, and what is the host computer name. Those details already we specified to which project we want to log in. We can specify different projects there. Just we have a project name morning_batch. I'm logging into this particular project. There we can see some of the jobs which we designed for other batches and which we are explaining in previous classes. Those you can identify and what kind of jobs we are going to design. See, to design those jobs, we are going to use these components. First, we are going to start with the data stage designer. Means it's a kind of development work. Okay, this is the unit 5 is going to completely even in unit 5 and these all also. Okay, unit 6 and up to this part completely use the boring about data stage developer. Means what kind of work a data stage developer is going to do, how he is going to design the data stage jobs, what are the processing techniques we need to follow to improve the performance of a data stage job. For example, I am a developer. I design one data stage job. To process the data, it is taking 2 hours of time. Then we want to reduce the time. How to reduce it? Or I design one data stage job. The output of the data stage job will be input to the other job. How to establish a relation between the existing job to this new job. Okay, these kind of details we are going to discuss in this designer piece of thing. Okay, now I'm opening this data stage tool. This is simply we are going to call as a designer window. This is a selection of new data stage job which you are want to create. And in data stage, we have multiple categories of jobs there actually under job. A job means a kind of a graphical design. We are not going to write any kind of coding, okay, anything. We are going to use some graphical icons to design a data stage, some jobs. But in jobs, we have different categories of jobs there. What are those means? Some are mainframe jobs, some are parallel jobs, some are sequence jobs, and server jobs. This sequence jobs is common, which is used to create a kind of batch jobs actually in data stage. And of 3 environments you can work. If you want to work on mainframe part, we can work on mainframe and parallel version and server version. But nowadays, most of clients are using parallel version because it's going to process the data very fast and it can execute like a multi-instances. Here, what is this multi-instance means? If you run one data stage job, in background it can run like a multiple copies. One job is running for USA data at the same time. The other job may also pick up from other source system also and it can process the data into output same table. It can also append the data into same warehouse also, right? Those like this, okay, multiple jobs is there in data stage. For example, I'm selecting this parallel job and I'm clicking OK. Now we are into parallel environment. This is nothing but a parallel job. And okay, I'm opening the existing jobs. I'm not designing a new job right now. Only just show you. I'm opening the repository. Repository means a built-in component which is used to store all data stage related components. Just I'm opening this job and I'm going for jobs category. Here we have different jobs there. Okay. They are all job names actually. Which job we want to open, we can open the corresponding job. When I double click on that particular job, it will open here. This is the job. This kind of graphical icons and graphical links we are going to establish to populate the data from source to staging and staging to warehouse and warehouse to marts like that. Okay, that is the development process completely. How a data stage. This is a new job you need to create. If you are applying for a position of data stage developer, you need to create a new job and how to create this kind of jobs and what kind of options we are going to use, what kind of performance tuning techniques we are going to use, and is there any other way we can design. See, I designed a job to populate the data from one source to other source in one way. Maybe other people can design in different way also. Okay, That is also we need to consider, and what is the best performance process. We can design a job, that is agreed, but what is the best performance we are going to follow here? That thing we need to discuss in performance tuning approach. These are all the things we are going to discuss in these topics. From Unit 5, Introduction to Data Stage, Parallelism Concepts and Partition Techniques and Repository Area and Designer Work and working with the parallel database stages and connection stages and file stages, and what kind of processing stages we are going to use, how to connect from data stage to XML applications and MQ plugins, kind of containers, and what we have advanced stages. Some of the stages are newly added from this data stage, like range lookup, surrogate key functionality, slowly changing dimension implementation, IWA enterprise stage, FTP stage, and job performance analysis. These are not actually, these are to check the performance of a job and resource estimation of the job. Like these kind of options we have. Okay, these all we are having, and these all
అవుట్ ఆఫ్ కాలేజ్
process.
అంటే ఎంత స్కిల్ అవుతుంది, కోడింగ్ రావాలి, డెఫినెట్ గా రావాలి. ఇఫ్ దెన్ ఎల్ స్టేట్మెంట్ అయినా లాజిక్ ఉండాలి. ఫస్ట్ ఆఫ్ ఆల్ నేను చూసే క్వాలిఫికేషన్ బ్రెయిన్ ఉండాలి, లాజిక్ ఆలోచించాలి. నేను ఏమి ఇస్తున్నాను, తను ఏం పెట్టాలి అని. అంటే రెండోసారి అదే డమ్ క్వశ్చన్ అడగకుండా ఉంటే చాలు.
Kalani, could you please mute yourself? We are getting some noise from your end. Thank you. Okay, these are all the things we are going to discuss in this particular piece. That is about the designer window. Okay, this is nothing but completely how to design the jobs. Whatever we designed from long time, we can see in repository. These are the jobs we have already designed. Okay, I designed for different batches to show them. Okay, these all are jobs which we are just to connect with the data stage to Teradata, to fetch the data from data stage to Teradata, to load the data into some Teradata database. We are using Teradata stage. Like, okay, different stages we can use, and different stages we can populate. This is about basic development environment. And next we are, as I told you, we also have different roles in data stage. One is developer role, administrator role, quality developer role, information analyzer role. Different roles you can apply. Even if you see in Corp to Corp or in DICE or okay, in this kind of portals, you can find multiple openings with multiple roles. Next, we are also going to cover about the information server administrator. Means we are going to discuss about the admin components. Means when you open this data stage, this is all about administrator client components. This web console information server, and this is the desktop administrator. That web console information server is nothing but a browser-based administrator. Okay, that is used to maintain total whole project, and general desktop administrator is a component which is used to connect with the normal. Okay. Now I'm logging into, this is the IBM information server. This is completely administrative component. Here, okay, we have different tabs in the home, administration, glossary. Here, glossary means business glossary. We are going to discuss about the basic information about the business glossary as well. What kind of terms we are going to add in the IBM information business glossary. This is a very hot requirement nowadays. Who is having knowledge on this business glossary and quality stage and information analyzer is a very hot requirement nowadays. And information services catalog and reporting and okay, repository management, how to manage this kind of repositories, all the things we are going to discuss in this information server administrator. And after that, we are also going to discuss about the sequences, because once we create these kind of jobs, where to put in a batch. To create a batch or to design the batches, we simply use a sequence job. There are multiple sequences we can create. Okay, this is one sequence. Here, sequence means a jobs, a collection of jobs which are put in a flow. See, inside this activity and this activity, in this activity, we have some data stage jobs. This is a kind of batch actually. A batch is nothing but, okay, depend our flow, which job need to be run first. For example, you want to run this job first. You can open, okay, inside this one we have some job. Okay, that may be simple job or that may be complex job, anything, but there is some job is there. And if you open this one, it will also maybe open some other job. Like this, we are going to create some kind of batches. What are the batches we created? Those batches, if you want to see, we can see those batch details inside the sequence. Those kind of batches, how to create and how to work on it in case if you are running a batch. For example, your job, these all parts are finished. Here it's got aborted. Okay, for example, assume these all the inputs are finished. Only this part is finished. Failure, and rest of these need to be success. When we want to rerun in a batch, in olden days before this sequence came into picture, again it is going to start from beginning. What is going to happen if it is starting from again beginning? We need to redesign and rerun the same again. That's a waste of processing. But nowadays in sequences we have few advantages there. If I put a checkpoint kind of thing, if it is failed at this point of time, it will again go for this piece of code only need to be run, no need to run the rest of all piece. Okay, this kind of the sequence also we need to discuss. And information analyzer. What is this information analyzer? This information analyzer is nothing but a kind of data profiling tool which is used to check the different kind of analysis like column analysis, primary key analysis, foreign key analysis. How, okay, if you declare one column as a foreign key, is it supporting 100% foreign key features or not? If you declare one column as a primary key, is it supporting 100% uniqueness or not? Does it support 100% nullable, okay, non-nullable data or not? Those kind of checks we are going to do. That is about a information analyzer. And that is, okay, information service administrator. This is also one kind of administrator we are going to have. This piece of code we are also going to discuss to work on developer side. Up to this part, okay, from unit 5 to unit 5 to whatever we are having up to 10th, this is completely about the development and administration component. Next we'll go for the quality. What is this quality stage? Even if you see now in all ETL tools we have quality stage. Even if you go for Informatica, even if you go for SAP BODS, Ab Initio, these other kind of, okay, ETL tool we are going to use, we want to use quality stage. Even in case if the existing quality features are not supporting, some clients are using third-party quality like Trillium quality stage. Those kind of quality we want to use to provide a better qualitative and quantitative data to the customers. We also need to know what is this quality stage available in data stage tool, what kind of process we can implement, and how to run this quality stage process. Just, okay, let me show you. Process we are going to work, design this quality stage part, to design the jobs in quality stage. For example, one address we want to check it in a particular customer address. Apply for account in a bank, for example. We want to check his address is correct or not. Okay, whether he provided a good address or not. Those kind of checks also if you want to do, we are going to stage some kind of, okay. Those rule sets we are going to apply on quality stage. Those rule sets are the domain preprocessor rule sets, domain specific rule sets, and validation rule sets. And even address verification rule sets, okay, matching stage rule sets, survival rule sets. Here MNS and waves is also one stage. What is this MNS and waves means? MNS means multinational standardization stage, and waves means worldwide address verification and enhancement. Also one kind of stage which is used to provide it. See, just I'm opening quality stage some jobs just to show you. go for jobs. Here these are some jobs which are already created to design, okay, some kind of quality stages. They are the quality stages to check the quality of the data. Okay, here they are completely different way. For normal data stage process, these quality stages are having some kind of rules we are having. Those rules we are going to follow. Just if you open any stage, we have some kind of rules is there. Those rules we are going to follow in a job. How to design the job and how to execute and how to process those things and what kind of process we are going to implement here. Okay, those details we are going to discuss. For example, if I open mission stage, here we have a rules that is US names dot set. Means a customer entered in his application, his credit card application, his full name. I want to check whether his full name is correct or not as per the rules. Okay. For example, one customer wrote John Smith is his name. Other customer wrote Smith John. Which is the correct one in these two names? Is it John Smith is correct or Smith John is correct? How can we know that? Means that names data, whatever we receive from business, we are going to pass to this investigation stage and we are going to apply the rules on that one. Once we apply the rules, we are going to get some reports. Based on report, we can understand whether this data is the correct data or okay, or any other what kind of investigations, other kind of investigations we need to do. Those kind of things we can understand. That we are going to discuss at least 10 classes on quality stage part. Once this quality stage part is done, we will go for one live project, one other real-time project we are going to take, and we are going to discuss that project. Because if you know only tool, okay, it's not so easy to understand entire thing in tool itself, and it's not so easy to work in company when you got a job. We also need to know at least okay one project process, how we are going to implement the project and what kind of the documents we are going to get, how to analyze those documents, what kind of a design we are going to follow, okay, what kind of flow will be there, what kind of job designs we are going to design. All things we are going to discuss at least 10 hours of time into completely into one project. Okay, how to write a test case also. For example, you are doing unit testing of your code. See, I designed this job. I want to do unit testing of this job. Is it working fine? Is it giving output as expected formats? Or due to this job, is there any impact on other jobs? Like kind of regression testing also we want to do. Because of this new code is attaching to the existing one. Due to this new piece of code we are attaching to the existing project, do we have any impact on the existing one? Those kind of checks if you want to perform, we are going to do regression testing also. While you want to perform regression testing also, how to write those regression testing test cases, what kind of test case we are going to write, what kind of business scenarios we are going to use. Okay, those are all the things we are going to design and discuss in this particular testing process as well. And deployment process, how to do deployment. Even you can see most of projects nowadays are migration projects. The clients are already using DataStage 7.52 or Informatica 8 version, those versions. They want to migrate it to this DataStage 8.5 or 8.7 because it involves quality stage, it involves information analyzer, it involves blueprint director. There are so many advantages there with compared to older versions. Because of this tool, if I use, I can provide a qualitative data to my customers. I can provide a good attributes to my customer. Those will be directly useful for business analysis. When we go for such a kind of things, clients are ready to migrate from earlier versions to the newer versions. Then what kind of deployment we are going to do here? What kind of deployment process we are going to do? Okay, what are the different phases of deployment we are going to do? Okay, how to create the job design documents, ORIO documents, tech specs. For example, applying for a position supports a high experience position. Need to involve into creation of the technical architect job. For example, you got a job as a technical architect. When you got a job as a technical architect, what kind of document you need to prepare, how to prepare those documents. For example, your code is migrated to production, or your code is completely deployed to production. You develop some piece of jobs. Here, code in the sense started coding or something. It's a job. What are the jobs you designed? Those jobs are moved into production. There you are running your cycles, or there is some product team is there, separate team is there. They are looking, for example, you develop some jobs. In offshore, we have some production support team is there. They are running their cycles. They got some issues. While running their cycles in their environment, they got some issues. There may be some environmental issues, there may be some jobs may be failure, there may be some jobs are rejecting total data. Then you need to look into that. What is the issue? Which issue happened? Is this for the code issue? Is this for the environmental issue? You need to look into that and you need to confirm them. Because they are not a developers, okay, who develop this code. We need to help them to understand the issue. Okay, few days, not entire cycles, few cycles we need to help them. Like this, how to resolve those issues. What kind of incidents we are going to resolve. Support we are going to provide to do this, resolving this incident. What kind of problem tickets we are going to resolve. For example, we find there is some issue. We ask the production team not to run the job. We are going to fix within 1 or 2 days. We fix that job in and we are sending a new code to them. They are going to deploy the new code in their environment. They are going to run. To do this entire process, we need a problem ticket. We need approval from the business. Those how to create a problem tickets. What kind of problem tickets generally you handle? Okay, those kind of questions also we need to be able to answer. That's we are going to discuss in production support process. Okay. Apart from this one, while discussing the project, because nowadays most of companies are using unit scripting to automate their code. Apart from normal data stage jobs design, how to write some kind of scripts. What kind of situation we are going to write a script. For example, my job got failure in production. If all of the team members, who is maybe primary, secondary, that is secondary class, we need to send a mail to all team members. Or what job is run successfully, but total data got rejected. Then it need to send an alarm message to all of my primary and secondary people who are doing production support or any other people also. Then what we are going to do, is it possible to send a mail by using data stage job? No. Then what we are going to do is, we are going to use Unix scripting there to automate our code. Okay, how to do this kind of scriptings? For example, I want to run my data stage batch. I'm not going to manually, every job is going to run. To run the batch, we are going to script once. We are going to write a one Unix script. Okay, what kind of scripts we are going to write? What kind of code automation we can provide? Those things also we are going to discuss. And apart from that, we also want to discuss a little bit overview about some third-party tools like AutoSys. Okay, what is AutoSys and what kind of things we are going to discuss, and this defect center. This is the overview about that one we are going to provide in project. Next is when we are discussing about this any of the project, depending upon all the people requirement. I have a lot of experience on these 3 domains, majorly banking, insurance, and healthcare. Okay, which domain we want to discuss, those domain kind of thing, then we can start the project also. Next is if any one of you want to write certification on this data stage, I can help you out. Even if you want to write on data stage 8.1 and 8.5, I don't think so. Okay, certification for 8.7 still not come. I'm a certified employee in my company for 8.5 and quality stage 8.5 and information analysis is that 5. These 3, okay, I did also certification. If you want, anyone who wants certification want to do their own, then we'll also help you out. Okay, I'll provide you some materials and I'll provide you some kind of training for that. Okay, what kind of things they're going to ask you, certification, because in certification wise they're going to ask you even for installation onwards. The data, they're going to concentrate on administration side, database side, transformation side. These are the things also we are going to discuss. And performance tunings. This installation setup, okay, completely will be taken care by my admin. He is going to install into a machine. I'm not going to involve in this installation and setup process. And for the materials wise, we are going to provide okay, a pretty of good materials, which is going to cover all things: data warehousing fundamentals, data stage things, Unix concepts, and database also. And apart from that, we are also going to provide some project materials as well. Okay, these are all the things we are going to provide. Apart from this is the way we are going to discuss one by one topics in 40 to 45 hours of time. Right, coming to materials, what kind of material can provide you, and these the materials we are going to give the link to you guys. You can download. It's already uploaded in my link. Okay, you can download directly. There's some kind of script is there. This is the one Unix script. This is to remove the header and trailer for the particular file. How to remove that? How to write the script? I'll explain the script and I'll also share you the script as well. And some of the materials which is covering completely these data stage versions, and even material for this one, and for the project related materials, high level design document for another project. Okay, this kind of high level document for the project also I'm going to share you. Then you can try to understand what this document gives about the business. Okay, how it will vary from other clients. Those kind of project documents we can see, and we can see some kind of scripting and some kind of Unix to data stage. Some commands we have in data stage, those are directly useful to use as a basic commands in from Unix. Some data stage commands is there. These are not normal commands like normal cat or touch or grep, okay, set or awk. Those are the basic Unix commands. But apart from that, some of special commands is there. These are the commands that are used to link up with the data stage. Those are job commands. Okay, those and running information stop. Stop a job also. Those kind of actions, whatever you want to run, stop, list of products you want to see, job info you want to see, log you want to see, log sum you want to see. Okay, these are all the details we can identify by using all the parameters. These are all the kind of materials we are going to provide you apart from normal basic materials. And what are the class slides I'm using while discussing the class. Okay, while discussing the class I'm going to use all the slides. Okay, I'm going to share you a few other slides which are used for you to understand this one, and to try to get knowledge on the other parts as well. And coming to project one, what are the projects we discussed? For example, we discussed on a banking domain. Then I'm going to share you some banking project documents. For example, these are one of the project documents. Okay, this is the ETL specification document. Based on this tech spec only, we are going to develop the rest. See, knowing the tool is different, knowing the project is completely different. If you know tool, you can work, but if you know project, you will be 100% confident that yes, I can work. What kind of work we are going to get, what process we are going to do. If you know tool, only tool without knowing the project, means we know tool, but we may be able to understand the project, or we may not be able to understand the project. That's what in last 10 hours of sessions I'm going to completely use that one. I'm going to discuss about the complete one real-time project which I worked right now. This project is live. This project, I'm going to share you, and these kind of jobs and documents that we are going to take time this data stage. Okay, what kind of performance tuning approaches we are going to follow. All the things we will discuss in this 45 to 50 hours of time. Any questions?
Hello.
Yep.
So what are the timings of the classes? So these 45 hours are how 45 hours are divided to different classes?
Right. For this, we are going to divide every day 1 to 1.5 hour we are going to set up, and weekends we are going to focus on more hours.
Oh, so you have classes on weekdays as well as weekends?
Right. Okay. Not in Sunday. At least Saturday we are going to put.
Okay. Okay. And almost the same time or little late?
No, I did check it. Okay, the timing wise, because for this is the demo. Okay, we took this time, and
Right.
I did check with other people also. Maybe it will be late.
Okay.
After an hour. Like that. Any other questions? Anyone?
Suresh, this is Raja here. So it's like, okay, I have, I mean, I used to work on like Informatica. So how we, I mean, we compare with data stage, as is it more of same thing, or do we have any differences compared to Informatica 8.6 and data stage?
Right. Yep. I also worked on one project in Informatica long back, not now. Yep. Coming to data stage Informatica, both are ETL process only, but tools wise they're a bit different. But the process, whatever the ETL we are going to do on any project, the process wise we are going to follow same. Only tool functionality wise it will be different. But additional from normal things, here we have some advanced options. Even in Informatica also recently we find that we heard that there is IDQ, Informatica Data Quality. They also released IDQ in Informatica as well. That also provides a quality stage. In the same way, even data stage is completely embedded in data stage itself. This quality stage functionality and advanced. And most of the clients we can find out, olden days we use Informatica only. Most of the clients, we can see. But nowadays they are moving into even data stage or Ab Initio or BODS. They are moving into different tools. It's good to know multiple ETL processes.
And what database are we
You
going to
already
use for this training? Suresh?
yeah, right. While discussing the class, I'm going to use database that is Oracle and Teradata.
Okay. Suresh, I just want to know, like my overall background is mainframe. I think my initial understanding is, I think this data stage, knowing data stage and having mainframe background works well, right, in the market.
Yes,
You have an idea
100%.
on?
Right, 100%. Because why? Mainframe people are very good coming to this data warehousing, especially for data stage. Means most of the clients who are already using their applications on mainframe, now they are migrating into this data warehouse. You can see in Bank of America, you can see in Wells Fargo, you can see in UHC, you can see in Aetna, Cigna, MC Square. There are so many clients. I know that because we are also working on those platforms only. Most of time even HSBC, even Citibank Bank, Citibank. There are so many clients. We see that biggest clients. They are having their existing business systems into mainframe. Now migrating their mainframe applications into data warehouse, especially for that one also, because a mainframe is a tool of IBM. Now again, IBM people are providing to those clients, because this data stage is a tool of IBM only. It's a product of IBM. They are providing this data stage and Cognos, those kind of tools clients to migrate their existing mainframe versions into this one. At the time, if you see, for example, if you want to apply for a position in Bank of America, they are even in India also, they are recruiting the people who are having mainframe with this data stage knowledge only, because every day you need to connect with the mainframe system. Their source are completely mainframe. You are going to get the data in a COBOL file formats, like complex flat file formats, and you are going to get the data some DB2 formats. Those we are going to convert from those COBOL files. We need to convert into normal text files, and we are going to do some kind of ETL operations. Finally, we are going to load into target, maybe Oracle database or means our warehouse or sometimes it may be also DB2 as well. But in data stage, whatever the database we are connecting, there is no much difference, even database wise, functionality wise. But if you have a knowledge on mainframe, it will be 100% good nowadays.
Okay. Thanks.
Suresh, I got a question.
Yep.
In quality stage, I saw there's a tab for reporting. Are you going to cover any reporting in this course?
No, that reporting is different. Okay, it's not in quality stage reporting. In information server, you can see reporting. That is reporting about job wise, not into the reporting tool, completely not reporting to generate the reports for business. That is a tool level reporting, not for the business level reporting. That reporting, whatever we have an option, which is going to give the information about, okay, how many number of users are lost, running, how many systems are killed, or how many, those kind of report we can see. If you want to see, for example, how many products are sold out in a customer in a particular place, or okay, those kind of business level reporting, obviously we need to go for third-party reporting tools like Cognos or MicroStrategy, the business objects, those kind of reporting tools.
Okay.
Only in MSBI tool we can, okay, Microsoft Business tool, we can see ETL and reporting in same tool itself. That is SSIS, and in rest of ETL tool we don't have reporting. The reporting options either those are only for ETL, means tool level reporting, not for the business level reporting. If, for example, even if you are using Informatica or a business Omnisio or okay, BODS, business of the data integration or data stage, these kind of ETL tools. If we design ETL by using these ETL tools, if I load the data into warehouse, then to process the data again into any other reports, we need to obviously use third-party reporting tools, not by these tools, whatever we have report option. Simple, only for tool level reporting, not for business level reporting. That we will discuss actually.
Okay. I mean, a lot of people, I mean, what I heard is they're looking for data stage and SSAS reporting. So do you have like any future plans covering data stage along with SSAS?
No, the SSAS is a completely MSBI. I'm not aware of that much. I know only a little bit. This is SSAS and SSRS. Those will comes under MSBI. That is a tool you need to learn MSBI tool.
Right, right.
Okay, that's what. Okay, we also heard that. Yeah, okay, that is completely tool. I did not get a chance to work on that one in my experience. I get a chance into data stage and I get a chance into Informatica, but I did not get a chance to work on that. That tool that is completely kind of a reporting tool. We have SRS and SSIS is there and also the retail tool. But apart from that, using of that tool, people are using Informatica, data stage as retail tool and SSRS for reporting.
Right. Thank you.
There is some good combinations also there nowadays. You can see that if you go into the data stage plus Cognos and Informatica plus BOs, there are good combinations. Nowadays the requirements are going on. That okay, always better to go for that learning program. Any other questions?
Yeah, Suresh, this is Srini. So when you are looking the tentative date for the completion of the course?
It will take 30 days. 30 to 35 days.
So 30 days from Monday or? Oh, okay.
Right,
okay.
Whenever it is started.
So
for example, if it is start from the Monday. Yeah, if it is start from Monday, okay, from that one, it will take 30 to 35 days. Max in case of very little bit breaks, because here also we are working. Maybe sometimes it's possible to take classes only one day or like that, because sometimes we may have some pieces, okay, we will come late, okay, at the time we will not be able to. Yes, if any break is there, we will try to cover that one by taking extra hours in next day or okay, in weekend, right?
That would be great. Okay, next question is actually one of the guy actually asked the database what you will be using, and the voice got breaking during that time. So which database are you using?
Oh,
well,
we are going to, the database is Oracle and Teradata, those two databases.
So Oracle will be the source and the Teradata will be the target, or you'll be using?
No, we can use both, because in my mission I'm going to install both Oracle and Teradata. that while designing the jobs, we can use, for example, Oracle as source and we can load in Teradata, or we can use Teradata as source and load into Oracle, anything. Because we need to know all. Because you got, for example, a project which is going to load from source is Oracle and loading into the target is Teradata. But some other people may get a, most time we are not going to be never get a source as Teradata and target loading into Oracle.
Yeah, because
But
Teradata
we
is the
plot
one
files, right? Right. We are going to get a different database like source is DB2, Oracle, and Sybase, and sometimes we are going to get plot files also, text files. Those how to load Teradata also we can see.
Okay, that will be great. Okay, and last question from my side is, so each day actually we'll be getting any material or something what you'll be teaching, because if we just come prepared right to the class, it will be good. So instead of we straight away coming to the class.
I didn't get you. Come again.
Okay. Say for example, tomorrow you are going to teach me us about the functions or routines, right? So if
Right.
you just get some kind of documentation on functions or routines, so we can get
Right. That is okay. Once you confirm, okay, in the first day itself, we are going to share you all materials.
okay. Okay. So once we are once we
Yeah, right.
Yep.
Yeah, once we are
Okay.
confirmed, before actually we are jumping into actual tool, we are going to install some and we are going to send all the materials to you guys, and
Okay.
daily wise plan also, okay, what we are going to discuss it today and what we are going to discuss it tomorrow. The daily plan also will be shareable to you. Then based on that, next class you are coming, you can be prepared for that one. You can ask some questions on that next day's class also.
Great. So coming to the course fee and everything, so do we need to pay straight away, or are there any installments, and when we need to pay how much amount? So we'll be getting an email.
I think, okay, Srini, you already mailed to me, right?
Yes.
Training on DS, right?
Which one?
You already mailed to me, the issue.
Correct.
I think,
Correct, yes.
right, okay. I already replied to you, right? You can pay in installments.
Okay, okay, yeah, okay. I think, yeah, I made have missed that email. Okay, let me actually.
You can check it. Yeah, you can check it. You can check it.
Okay.
And okay, there are two here, okay. Otherwise, you can drop me, okay, again. I think I already drop a mail, okay. You can check it, okay. You based on that, we'll discuss. Okay.
Okay, yeah, that's what I want.
It's not a problem, okay. If you pay in 2 installments also, that's not a big deal.
Okay, yeah. That's it, sir. Thank you very much.
Yep.
Suresh,
Yeah,
I got another question if you don't mind.
Yeah.
You're going to cover like every 1 hour, right, each day? So there might be questions from other people. So are you going to take questions during the class, or are you going to take the questions after the class, like we have to email you?
No,
Something
during
like that.
during the class. During the class only, because after the class means, okay, so many people will may forget, okay, then what to ask, okay, maybe next class. During the class only, generally what I'm going to do is, if I explain some topic, after completion of the topic, I'm going to ask a question, okay, is there any questions? Then if there is any questions, okay, the people are generally going to raise the, okay, yeah, I have a question. Then they're going to ask the question, we'll explain that. In the class itself, we'll try to explain most of questions. That will be good actually, okay. Without clearing the question, if I go for next topic, what is going to happen is, okay, people are not going to understand clearly. That will be good. It will not be, okay, good for going for next topic or something. That's what I'm telling, okay, time is not a limited one, okay. I'm going to stick to only 30 hours or, okay, so many, because so many institutions, so many faculties, what they're going to do is they're going to stick to only 30 hours. Frankly speaking, within 30 hours, okay, we can't cover much. We can give only overview. But if you want to work on projects, you need to know at least, actually it need to be 45 to more hours also, frankly speaking. But okay, we need to sit it for provide much to you guys. Then once you got a job also, you can get it. Otherwise, if you know only limited amount of time, and if you know, because if I stick to 30 hours, in this 30 hours, okay, to discuss the questions and everything, it will take only 4 to 5 hours. 45 hours if I give the class means it's a meaningless, frankly speaking, because I'm not going to give much on this. If I give more hours, then I can go with that.
Suresh, actually, I will ask my last question maybe. Like, so you guys will be installing this Oracle as well as Teradata in our machines along with this data stage?
default it will come with Oracle. Okay, the people who is installing. Okay, I need to check with them. I'm not going to install. The installer is okay. Installer guy is going to he's going to drop a mail, and he's going to install. I think he's installing Oracle as a default one. That is okay. He's going to install Oracle and DataStage. If you want to, we need to ask them to install separately Teradata. Any software. Maybe if you need Teradata, you need, for example, maybe you got a project, for example, you want to work on Sybase. Okay, you can install any software. Databases, there is no much difference. In database wise, there is difference. For example, you are working on that one. Okay, for example, you are working on Sybase, your source is Sybase, or you are working on some other database. Okay, SQL Server, for example. Then you can ask to install SQL Server. You can get. But only connections from data stage to the database is not difficult or something. They are same in every database also. Only while writing the queries in that particular database, syntaxes will be different.
Okay. And this, I mean, once you install that, so is it valid until our training gets ended, or like later also we can use those?
Yeah, you can use later also. Yeah, you can use later also. No, it's not ended or something. It's okay, like just one software only. You can end it in case of any issues or something. Then okay, if you call to the same admin guy, he's also going to look into in future. If you have any issues or something, he's going to look at that. But okay, that okay. Installation part, we need to talk with that guy who will install, because we are not. I am not involving in that installation actually. I'm not, I'm not there at the time while he's installing it.
I mean,
anyone having any questions?
Yeah, I'm good.
Yeah, sure, no problem. That's not a problem. And he's also going to provide the software. First, he's going to send you some links to you. You can download those links, and okay, he's going to install your machine. If you know the installation process, that's simple. It's not big deal or something. Only configuration is a little bit difficult. Once you're done with this installation part, you already have software. Okay, in future, if you want to install, you can also install. In case if you formatted your system or something, you can also install your own.
That'll be great. Thank you.
Yep. Any other questions?
So I know that tomorrow there is one batch. So I mean, I just wanted to know, like, how often you start a new batch actually. I mean, if not tomorrow, then when there will be new batch starting for data stage. Any idea?
This one, right? You are asking. Okay, this batch we are going to start maybe tomorrow. Once the people are confirmed, okay, then we are going to start the batch.
Okay.
Tomorrow, that is okay. That is need to decide by people. Okay, once they decide, then I'm going to start. Once it is started, it's not going to be stopped.
Pardon me? I think I missed it.
Yep, right. Okay. Once it is started, for example, tomorrow or day after tomorrow, then we'll continue same times. I need to decide time because I have other batch also. Okay, batches are running every day. 3 to 4 batches there for me. I need to adjust the timings. Then based on that, we can go with that.
No. My question is, if not this batch, so how soon next batch will start?
Every 10
if
days.
I'm not able to join.
Every 10 days, what new batch is there?
Okay.
But timing wise, if you have any issue, we can change that batch timing. That is okay. If, for example, you want.
Okay, so but I will get an email regarding any batch starting going forward.
Yep, you are also going to get the mails. Okay, fine then. Okay, we'll meet tomorrow. Okay, for discussing of first class. Then we'll go with that.
Sure. Thank you, Suresh.
Okay, thank you for joining. Yep, thank you.